Well, hello, and welcome. This is Julian with the Jewel Design, and it has been forever, and I'm sorry. Please forgive me. First and foremost, I hope you all are doing really well. If you're new to my if only, right? If you're new to my channel, you watched Gail Gustinelli. She showed off some kits this month. End of last month, beginning of this month. It is, gosh, the 20th of September already. Or 19th? 19th. I lost a day. It's been a while, and you've joined in thinking I'm up and running, and I was not, and I am so sorry. It's been a very crazy past month and a half. We took vacation. The kids went on vacation with me, or I went on vacation with the kids, however you want to put it. They started school, and life just happened. So we'll get into that later, but I did want to say thank you, all of you, for sticking it out. You didn't drop me from your feed. You added me to your list. Here I am. Hopefully I show up as oh my gosh, I haven't seen her in a while, and it like startles you and you come watch. We have some autumn stuff to work on in the next, say, 10 days. I've got about 3 different journals that we'll be working on. We're making some ephemera to go. Like this one we were supposed to work on all month, and I just didn't get to it. I don't know. I'll probably do a video real quick on doing some TLC on it. There's not much left to be done. It's something I worked on last year and then just decided, okay, well, we need some TLC. I need to do some enhancing or reinforcing of some pockets. So we will probably do that later in the month just to finish off, because this isn't something I'm giving away. I was going to sell it, and I was like, I don't know. So, we have some little things that I want to reinforce and tweak and play with at some point, but I also decided that I had some things I wanted to make ephemera with. We are going to be working on the Blue Autumn Fairy Tale kit. That'll be the next video. And then I have my brand new kit that I hate to wait till next Monday for. But if you follow me on Crafters of Jewel Design or my Instagram page, the reel was up yesterday. The link to the digital's up. It is a new autumn gathering. Have a quick glance. This is the sneak peek here of the Autumn Gathering Volume 2. It has sort of the same feel. It feels one of my original kits that I just loved. I took elements from new elements, old elements, and worked on stuff, and there's noise outside. Ugh, of course there is. Anyway, yeah, this is, go look at the reel, go look at the previews, but we're working on this next week. As you see, I have a interesting, fun project here. So they're 8.5 by 11s, but I shrunk them, I played with them. We're going to work on a hard copy, on a hard press board ring binder, and make something really quick, out of that. So plenty of ideas, plenty of fun things coming up. I'm going to try to go every other day with some videos until they're all done or in a position where I'm comfortable with it. So today we're starting out with some fabric squares that I want to maybe make paper clips out of. I know these aren't big enough, but maybe if they're glued on well enough, they can be a quick, over the top page topper type thing. I want to do 3 of them, one for my Porch Prints journal that I made, 2-3 years ago. I have my own personal one, which was the first autumn kit that's inside the house, and then that new pressboard one. These are all very good for. So I've done a lot of embroidery lately. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen some photos of that. And we were given the fabric to embroider on, and we were given this mesh muslin to back it once we were done to hide all the seam work. And I had these corners, when we were all done cutting the circle, I had all these corners left over. So my thought was, well, duh, make squares out of it, and let's decorate them and turn them into something. So I just laid them out here. I used the 90-degree angle that we have sitting in all, you have all these angles everywhere. So I was like, oh my gosh, there's a 90-degree. So I just lined it up, the best I could with the fabric as 90-degree as it was. And I just cut down the edge here, right? So cut it along the edge, best I could, okay. And then I went ahead and sewed them down the same edge. Then when they were still, now that they were attached, I went ahead and I did the zigzag cutting on them, but then I realized that wasn't very straight, which you know me, I don't cut straight. So I figured I'd give it one more shot. This one did have some issues with the lineup, so we're going to go cut it inside of here, which I don't need these pens anymore. And I just thought we would do some like fabric clusters. Oops, wrong ones. And maybe turn them into, maybe we can turn them into, fabric clusters or paper clips, or depends how I back them. We might be able just to back the paper enough that the page goes up and over the, like over the top of the, over the top, page top, whatever. And we can use the paper clip maybe just to keep it in place. I don't know. I don't think I have my paper. I don't think my paper clips are big enough to. Now see, these are here. I cleaned up the incision, which I think my incision, haha, that too. My stitch is not straight at all. I see. I also realized, I think at the end, I did not put the foot down on my sewing machine. I haven't sewn anything in forever, guys. It's crazy. Let's see something here. Yeah, even that way, because it's not perfect, it's like, that's cute. Okay, so hold on a second. I'm gonna iron this last one. Which the iron's right here. I can scream at you and you might hear me. Ha ha ha. I hope you're all doing well. I hope that your autumn decor and your autumn weather is catching up, and that you guys are also doing well. I don't know if anybody's actually gotten, we sort of have fall. We are at least not hitting quite 80 degrees right now, which is nice. We're not quite hitting 80. Every time it says it's going to, it comes up shy of it, so we're stoked about that. It's been foggy in the morning. That has got the seam right there. I'm trying to see if I can, they don't have to be perfect, but I just feel like they need to be squared out a little bit. I was hoping that both top and bottom would have about the same amount of color. Haha. So we're just going to try to, you know me, I can't cut straight, but we're going to try and, there we go. That's not bad. There we go. So we have these, you know, slightly, whatever, slightly something. I just figured it'd help keep them from unraveling constantly. But I just thought we would use, I have like stamps and I have pieces of paper and I have a little more fabric. I've got like, this one has pretty colors of green and brown and floral. I've got a brown stamp. I got a little green one. There's this fox at my mother-in-law. We had stickers from an event, stickers that were sealing a candle that are all gold or rose gold. So I was like, well, that's sort of pretty. We're probably just going to back it with paper to see if we can make it a little stronger, and it might allow us to, if we cut it just inside, make it a little hardier. I don't know. We may glue and just do my glue pages and see if we can get it more. And then I have some of Celeste at Woodland Inspired, her pre-fall puzzle pieces, and I have a couple of things I want to use, like the green and the beige, and we'll see what burgundy's in there, and use the puzzle pieces too. So puzzle stamps, stickers, fabric, I don't know, just sort of depends on which one it's going in. I figured we'd just do these really quickly and get my legs wet because it has been a while. Oh my gosh, like I was doing a reel real quick of the new video of the new kit, and then I was trying to get this prepped, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. It's been a while. It really has, guys. Oh my goodness. So a quick runs down. If you know me, you have an idea, but I'll get you caught up. Girls, you know, had a birthday and the end of their school break, beginning of August. So we took a week off, right? We made day trips and all kinds of fun stuff. In the midst of that, I did get, you know, that purple journal out to you guys. I finished that tattered purple journal, which was great, and I was able to prove, you know, show that I had it finished and did a flip through in the midst of our, you know, vacation. I mean, I had it done, but I think I finally, like, I finished that last little bit and put it up, and, you know, we sold it, and I'm so stoked. Went to a really good home. So I was really stoked about that. Jeez, that is bad. That one's really bad. That one's really bad. So then, you know, I had to get them ready for school. It was like one thing after another. And so here they start the school the 17th of August. Isn't that just fun? Maybe I'll go across the top a little bit. And, it was just like, okay, I thought I was so stoked. I thought, okay, the kids are going to go back to school and I'm going to work on every project under the sun. I'm going to get a closet organized and I'm going to get, oh, can't keep that one. I'm going to start working on the deck and I'm going to do. No. Okay, so they're all slightly different. We go from medium to large, which is totally cool, right? I purposely did these back to back. If I wanted to, I could totally have sewn them. That'd be sort of cute if I really wanted to do a quilted thing, but I don't. That's about as good as those are going to get. I am not going to get any better than that. And of course, what did I do, ladies and gentlemen? If you know me, especially since I have not been out here much, guess what I forgot? I left the crucial things inside the house because it has been hot and cold. Or not cold, but it's been, you know, we've had warm days and it gets warm in my garage. Even if the house is cool, the rest of it is not. I left all my stuff inside the house. So give me 1 sec. Let me go get my glues. I don't have much time. It's a problem. And of course the rest of my, coffee. We have a local shop that does coffees, and they do pumpkin, and I was like, would you add pumpkin to their idea of a frap? We call them greenitas. And they're like, yeah, we'll add pumpkin. We'll add our pumpkin syrup to anything. I'm like, yay! I was so excited. Okay, so I don't want to decorate the front and then reinforce the back, maybe. What do you think? Let's start clustering this. Oh, hope you see all these. So on the new journals that I'm working on, I've got the green one, and this one I think will be gorgeous on the new kit. They are ear clasps. They're earring clips. I found they're all antique, and I found them in a jar in a thrift store. I don't know. I thought they were gorgeous. I had to use them. My cinnamon stick, my just pretties everywhere. I don't know what you guys can see. Yeah, they're up there. Yeah. So I knew better. I mean, I can't say I didn't. I did. It took me a little bit of time. They went back on the 17th, and by the last week of August, I did get some things started. I did start on my oh, there's a pumpkin. Since these are all going in, oh, that's pretty. I know I want a beige on each one. Are these all? Ooh, they backed? No, some are and some aren't. Okay, we want all different ones, right? Here, this one has got some flowers on it. I love that. Do I want to do plaid? Green? Beige? More pumpkin? She's got some pumpkins in here, so I don't know whether to do one of each type. Like pumpkin, orange pumpkin, green, burgundy. This one would be sort of good in coloring for the new kit. I sort of like that on top of that, though. I sort of feel like each one should have pumpkins, but maybe each one will just be a little different, like flower on top of flower. Like that's all leafy. This will be good for the new kit. This one could be good for the one beside me. And then this one goes inside the house. And that one is definitely a lot of browns and oranges. And we did a lot of... I don't know. Don't really have... I have a white, but... I was trying to see if there was one... I need like one more option. And I don't really want to do white. Maybe that one will have a floral too. I don't have a lot of green in the one in the house, though. I really don't. There's not as much green in that one. That one had a lot of... maybe I'll just do the two, but maybe we'll do it this way. We'll do it that way. Okay. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I need one more thing. But you know what? That one we might be able to do something like that with it. Or, ooh, we could do this. We could do this. I love the brown on that one. So we'll cluster that. And I'm wondering, guys, do I need to distress each one of these to make them a little bit less scrapbooky? But these are the puzzle pieces. This happened to be the fall theme, set 42. I doubt she has it. I know she's constantly doing... I don't know. I don't know how she does that, but you can go look it up. I mean, she did a darker, gorgeous dark blue version of a fall one too that I loved. I know there's a glare. Let's see. We got too much glare. There we go. Yeah, so Woodland Inspired Itsy. This is the fall theme set number 42. So it was a gift to me, but I know she has all kinds of really pretty sets, so worth looking into. Totally. I still have to organize all of my... I have so many strings and threads and lace and stuff that have all these pretty purple topper thingies to wrap button spool type paper spools to totally to put all my stuff on, and I'm it's just one of those days, I guess, one of those rainy day projects. A lot of things I started working on after the girls went to school were like indoor rainy day, and I'm like, why am I doing rainy day stuff in the house? Like, why now? It's still warm out. And I thought, well, that was sort of dumb. And so I swapped. I like the fox on that one. And I love this one, and I want to know... This one I think would be sort of fun to do on the inside. So I don't want to overpower everything, but I sort of want to be like... Let's make sure you can see these. I feel like I'm super far away, but if I zoom in... Hold on, guys. So sorry. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah. Then you don't see anything. Okay. So we'll have to do this a slightly different way. I was trying to do it sort of mass make it. So they were sort of similar, but maybe we just need to How's that? Okay, you can see a little better. I'm like, ugh, you guys can't see anything. Wasn't sure. Okay, let's do that. Wasn't sure if I was going to add in more fabric, but you know, let's see. I just thought it'd be fun to collage these pieces out. Let me just go that way. But now I am wondering if I need to do a little bit of distressing. I love the puzzle pieces. I love the stamp. This is for the new one. Who knows? Oh, this is where TLC and not TLC communication is always great. Let's get the antique out and do some. Now, if you're wondering, yes, I am wearing a compression sleeve on my left wrist due to all the work I did do the past 2 weeks. I redid my deck. You know, we did over the spring and summer, or spring, I guess, late spring. We did the remodel in the front yard, and we did the remodel of took off all the bad deck work. I had a bunch of deck that was exposed to the weather, and all the beams underneath were going. So we had to. I couldn't afford to replace it or fix the beams and all the boards that went with it. So we cut it off. We put a new stone patio in its place and just dropped a step down into that stone patio, which turned out really well. I mean, it's a little bit of a bummer, but then again, you know, it's we didn't really use that space except to walk by it, so what was the point? So now, you know, I can extend the sitting area down below, and it just looks cleaner, which is great. So, you know, why not? But we hadn't stained the deck, come to find out, in a good 5 years, almost 5.5. So I was like, we were going to do it within 2 years or so of the original stain job. The deck is over 30 years old, and, you know, it's been slowly repaired. But, you know, 2 years into doing it the first time, of course, we probably waylaid it just a smidge, and then, no, that's about right. About the 2 year mark, you know, hubby got cancer, so, and it was all in his hip. So, you know, trying to do that was, you know, impossible. The fact we got a remodel, which luckily we led into the bathroom and into the deck, painting it staining it the first time, and then within 2 years, you know, we couldn't do it. Only because I worked really hard did we get my daughter's carpet ripped up and that put back in place, only because the girls helped, and we did in between his chemo, and he just did sort of like he did the cut work and I did the grunt work, which is fine, which is, you know, that's not a bad thing. But even that put him, you know, at disadvantage. So, you know, that wasn't as comfortable and as easy as we thought it was going to be. He thought, oh, I can just help, and not quite. Anyway, so it's definitely way past due. The first stain we got did not hold up. 2 years in, it looked terrible, and I was like, what in God's creation? So, I don't know. Anyway, so what do we think, people? It's just the idea just to cluster cute little things for color on the fabric, to use up fabric scraps and not waste anything, put these beautiful puzzle pieces to work, and add some elements to it. Because that's what I do, right? Yeah? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's not overthink it, because overthinking it just gets us in trouble, right? All right. So, here we go. This is where I start doing my hunt and peck, and I start gluing pieces down that overlap, and then pick it up and glue the back of it down to whatever I'm working on. Because if I lift it all up and then try to put it back where I think I want it, I will not get it back where I want it. I have it perfectly laid out, and then I don't. That's my terrible to do. I am terrible. I'll get it all perfectly laid out, and then I try to put stuff back in place, and I move something inevitably, and it does not stay. Some things I can do, and you're like, okay, that's good enough, or I can sort of figure it out. Like right now, this is getting really silly. Let's see if we can do it this way. But, yeah, so the girls went back to school, and I hit a complete, utter depression. Yeah, didn't go as planned, which is only to be expected. So I didn't feel good. I didn't have any motivation to do much of anything, which is sort of a bummer. It took me a good week and a half. I think it took me the first week and a half, I couldn't get it together. As we were coming up on the beginning of September, though, I did make it a good attempt. I was going to work in the backyard on the deck, and I was going to work on starting to clean up the closet. As we were heading into the 1-year anniversary of my husband's passing, I was going to start cleaning up the closet and dresser and see what was there, what we were going to get rid of, what I needed to store. Just sort of do an overhaul of what needed to go. I was a good girl, though. I cleaned out more of my drawers and some of my stuff, seeing what I had left that needed, what I was going to wear, not wear. Do I really need to keep that? Oh my God, that's old. Let's just throw that away. And see how much of it is. I have a huge box, a U-Haul box for him right now. And then I'll have a smaller Amazon box of a bunch of polos that I'll carefully fold up and, All right, I like that. So I thought I was going to work on the deck. It didn't happen. Though I did start working on, the closet. And then I was like, why am I doing, indoor stuff when it's, the weather outside? Oh, well. So we got through his 1-year anniversary, Labor Day weekend. And we did pretty good. The girls got head colds. They did last year, too. Well, the littlest got a head cold last year. And so she was home for the most part during that whole thing. But this year, the oldest got it. She was home on the Friday instead of her little sister. And we just made the most of the 4-day week, or for one, a 4-day weekend, but the 3-day weekend, we made the most of it. And we got flowers out to his gravesite. His gravesite is as intact as it's going to be. And he's got new flowers, and we got the rest of the family done that following week. Got all the rest of the grandparents all situated, so everybody has pretty fall flowers now. Look at, they're just super cute for a cluster. Oh my gosh, I love it. Now, I don't know. This is where I have to, what I'm thinking about doing. Let's see something here. Because of the pages, I'm trying to decide, because my newest autumn book art is going to be, press board. So I shouldn't be doing that. This is going to be press board. It really isn't going to be easy to put any paper clips on. That doesn't mean any of the writing pages couldn't have. So what I was thinking is to reinforce this. I really do want to put in, because I'm going to reinforce it anyway, I might as well put a paper clip in there, right? Glue it down. I never know. Do you put the bigger page? I think you put the bigger piece on the actual paper, on the outside with the paper, right? I don't know. I always get that, I don't ever know which way to do that. But I do need a guess at how big I want this to be. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, so he's finally settled. The family's all settled with their plots. The closet did get started. And then I put it off to the side because I was like, that's a when it's raining outside project, duh. There is some summery stuff in it, but whoever gets that is going to go to a men's halfway house shelter type thing. And I'm gonna give them to some, to people who really need this stuff. Some good quality stuff, and I don't feel like selling it, and I don't want to just whoever, Now, of course, the halfway houses and that are being nitpicky about all of it. That'll be different, but it's just gonna be really dumb because it's no, you should be taking whatever is given if it's in good quality to be able to help out. I mean, someone shows up at the shelter and doesn't have clean clothes or lost everything, even out and about, you would think, I knew that, they'd be willing to want to, take stuff that they could just hand out to those in need when they first show up, to have us have a polo or a shirt or jeans, pants, dockers, anything, socks, whatever, that they would, be willing to take it. So let's cross our fingers there, because otherwise it just goes all to Goodwill, and nothing wrong. Let's make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah. I'm wouldn't that be bad if I put it on its side? There's nothing wrong with Goodwill. It's just they clean it up and then they sell it. And it's well, no, I need someone who actually just needs it to need it and not make money off of it. I know it's a donation, but it's still money sold in a business, so, he would be happier to know that it went to somebody who just needed it, Alright, so, there we go. It's a little off-centered, but I have a paper clip now. I have a paper clip to go on a page. There we go. Top page paper clip. We'll put it on one. I'll put it on one of the writing pages that I'm going to do. I think the writing pages and the coffee dye pages in that book are going to be thin enough, but doable. So I do see the possibility of a. There we go. Straighten that sucker out. Okay, wait. I saw that little bit. Cute little triangle, right? There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm doing. I'm just making clusters. I'm just making. Hold on. Sorry, making clusters with some fun fall colored possibilities. Yay! Oh, so and catching you up with what's going on in my life, so why I've been missing, why I've been MIA. Especially those who have been following me, now you know why, because I haven't even put that much up on Instagram except for the photos on Facebook with what's the word? With thy now this one goes. There's not as much on this one. Even though it's a little smaller, it's still not very big. I like the idea of the colors, but maybe let's turn this one. I know, I see how very off-center that is, and I don't know how to fix it without making it worse. You go, let me just trim it some more, and some more, and some more. I think it's the angle on what I'm cutting, and that's the problem. It looks straight, but it's not. I need to go this way with it, I think. I need to go outward and... That helped a little bit. Okay. Let's do... I like the dark. I like the contrast. I like to be able to see the little... I like seeing the little bumps. I don't know why. They're cute. They're doable. This is where the fabric might come into play. Can't really tell that pumpkin's upside down or right side up, so that's sort of cool. But maybe we can... Getting warm out here too. That's not good. Ugh. Yeah, of course, the one day I come out here finally, it's probably warmer than it has been, which is annoying. Of course, I'm getting this just right, and I have not distressed anything, have I? All right, well, I know I'm about to run out of time. I have to go get my daughters, which, with nobody driving yet, that's the other bummer part. We were really hoping someone would be driving by now. Next summer. Bye, next summer. Oh, there's so much to talk about. But that's okay. So maybe we do a little bit of that. We do a little fabric. Yeah, having a third one of these really makes a difference, doesn't it? Yeah, I'm at 30 minutes. Okay, well, you see the process. Of course, as I work on them, I can show you off. Look, keep an eye on Instagram. There'll be a reel of them coming and going and how this went. Got to keep that going. But, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. Yeah, you got you up to the point of, hey, look, we made it through some stuff, and we're going to work on things. I have plenty to talk about, get you caught up throughout the thing, and keep working on stuff. So there we go. A nice, cute paper clip fabric cluster with pockets and stamps and goodies. Oh my! Yay, I'm loving it. But there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Getting ourselves started, getting ourselves going again, trying to keep it short and sweet. Next one will be definitely longer because we will be looking at the assembly of the Blue Autumn fairy tale. If you watch Lorette Chandler over Vintage Paper Girl, she's got a gorgeous journal, almost finished. She's showing bits and pieces of that one, and I know that one's almost done. But here you get to see me, my little quick rendition of a, it's going to be a paper bag, purse clutch type thing. Really quick and easy lookbook type variation, and then we'll work on the press board next week for sure. So the press board Autumn Gathering journal will be next week's project, but you never know. We'll go back and forth in between things. And if I have enough videos, I'll go day to day. If I don't, I'll go every other day so we can get in to October. And then I have to ream you guys with Christmas. I got Christmas digitals. I really should get some more done, and way more than I did autumn. And, of course, we have my own December daily that we need to work on and get it prepped and ready with the Snowy Winter kits. So, lots coming, more to do. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for waiting for me to come back and play. And, yes, and this was a compression glove because I was doing all the deck work for 2 weeks. And that just put every strain in the world on my left hand, which I'm left-handed, so I do everything with it. So, it's so much fun. But this helps me move around until I can baby it enough to get it running. So I know I started that story somewhere, but it has a long story to go with it, right? That's okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for watching, liking, loving, commenting, hitting the notifications down below, making sure you subscribe. And of course, most of you have. A few of you may be brand new, but we really, really appreciate it that you've come to watch, that you follow all of our lovely people that may have brought you back to me. And I can't thank you guys enough for sticking it out and watching and slowly growing my channel and just being patient with me. I really appreciate it. So love you all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.